Andrew McCART, IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm out here in Las Vegas. With me I've got the IBF champion, Caleb Plant. How are you, Caleb?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Well, what can we talk about? I mean, this last week you've made some headlines, whether it be calling out David Benavidez, your latest big win against Feigenbergs, the Canelo fight. I mean, where do you want to start?
Let's start with this great performance that I had.
Let's start with a great performance. I mean, what a performance it was. I mean, people touting Vincent to be a big thing, and you went out there and stopped him. Was that the game plan going in, to stop somebody like him?
Yeah, I said before the fight that this fight wouldn't go 12 rounds. He was a tough competitor. Ranked number 3 in the world in the IBF. Number 1 and 2 were vacant. He was my mandatory, somebody I had to fight, or I would have been stripped of my world title. And he had been the WBA super middleweight interim champ before too. So, you know, this guy with a lot of experience. But I knew I was going in there to handle business. So.
Well, you've done what you need to do. You handled your business quite easily. Well, not quite easily, but you know what I'm saying. After the fight, you've called out David Benavidez. Is the next fight, whether it be David Benavidez or the other world champions, is the next fight for you a unification fight?
I hope so. It's something that I'm pushing for. I don't know. It seems like David's got to fight with somebody because Yildirim got hurt. And so he's got to have a stay busy fight and then fight Yildirim as his mandatory. Unless he can push those aside and come make a unification fight with me, which is what I want, and I know that's what everybody else wants, that's what you want, then you're not going to be able to see me fight him. But that's something that I'm pressing for and that I want. And so.
The other 2 world champions, obviously, out in the UK, Callum Smith and Billy Joe Saunders. Now, they seem to be in a limbo as well. Well, you've basically took your name out of the hat, but Billy Joe and Callum Smith are in sort of limbo. Who's going to get this Canelo fight on May 2nd? If this just for Billy Joe gets the fight, Callum Smith doesn't, is that a fight that you would try and push for in the near future?
Yes, it is. And this past weekend, my team has sent out a legitimate offer to Callum Smith to try and make a unification fight. So that's a fight that we want. And if that fight doesn't work out, then we've also sent this past weekend a legitimate offer to Triple G as well, trying to make that fight.
So are you secretly hoping that Callum doesn't get the fight, so maybe you can push for the fight against Sticker? He's the Ring Magazine holder as well, which is a prestigious belt in itself.
Yep. That's what we want. Obviously, why we sent the offer to him, a legitimate offer. So now the ball's in their court, and they can do what they want with it. You know, he's done some good things as far. I know he had a tough fight with John Ryder. I heard he got some boos in his hometown crowd. You know, he's still, you know, he's been a stand-up guy thus far. He don't act crazy or nothing like that. And that's a fight that we would love to make happen. So we sent the offer, and you know, we'll see what becomes of it.
In the UK?
Wherever.
Whenever. I'm going to ask your opinion then. Whoever gets the fight, whether it be Cam Smith or Billy Joe Saunders, who's got the best shot against somebody like Canelo?
I feel like I do. I feel like I'm the most complete fighter at 168 pounds. I know there will probably be a lot of people to agree to disagree with me because, you know, maybe they think Callum or someone from the UK, but I can fight on the inside, I can fight on the outside, combinations, I can pot shot, I got great defense, good ring generalship, great footwork, and a really high boxing IQ. So I can move my feet, I can do whatever I need to, and I think I have the best style against Canelo. So.
Well, you've pulled your name out of the hat for Canelo fight. I mean, after your fight, what's that?
Just not in May.
Just not in May, obviously, but Oscar De La Hoya's came out and said that that's it, you're done. You're never going to get the opportunity to fight Canelo. What's your thoughts on Oscar saying that?
We'll see. We'll see. They never even sent an offer to me. So he's acting like I turned down an offer. They never even sent an offer. A secondary guy on their team reached out to someone on my team, and that was all of it. I'm not outpricing myself. I'm not saying, no, you got to pay me $12 million. No, you got to pay me $15 million. I'm not even talking about money because they never even sent an offer. So the only thing that I'm saying is I'm not going to fight in May. I'm going to rest from training camp. I'm not going to get overworked, overcooked, and I'm fighting in September. So
can you just reiterate why you didn't take the Canelo fight? Obviously for May 2nd, you said that it's too short a camp or too close to the other camp, too close to your fight?
Well, one reason I'm not taking it is because they haven't even sent an offer, first and foremost. Secondly, I just fought 3 nights ago. We're halfway through February. They're looking to fight May 2nd. So half of February, March, and April. So I'm going to take off 2 weeks and then train March and April. It's like a 6-week camp, if that. After I just did an 8-week camp and then 6 weeks of pre-camp before that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's not even legitimate. You know, that's completely unreasonable. But because Oscar said it, then everyone who's a fanboy of him or a fanboy of Canelo, you know, they're sheep. They just listen to him, and then they think that I'm ducking.
Do you think they will come back with a second offer for you then?
I think if I beat David Benavidez and I become unified world champ, then
that's a yes.
That's a yes.
But finally, before I let you go, there's a reason why we're in Las Vegas, the big, huge heavyweight fight on Saturday night, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. What's your thoughts on who you're picking?
I think it's a great fight. I think that both these guys are really chomping at the bit to get after and get at each other. And but I'm gonna roll with Deontay. He's been a supporter of mine for a long time, even before I turned pro. Great dude. And it's one thing to not get knocked out by Deontay Wilder in 12 rounds, and it's another thing to not get knocked out by him in 24 rounds. I think that's a tall order, but if anyone's the man for the job, it'd be Tyson Fury. So we're gonna see if he comes out and tries to bang with him and knock him out in 2 rounds, or if he's gonna, stick and move and box. So
do you believe Tyson when he says he can knock him out in 2?
It's hard to believe that, but as crazy as his ass is, it'd be hard to, who knows what he's going to do. That's a wild dude. So, but the great thing is we're going to get to find out come Saturday. So.
Okay, I won't keep you much longer. I know you've done loads of press here. You're probably tired standing on your feet, but I've got to thank you from the bottom of my heart for sticking around and doing this interview with me. So, pleasure to meet you, champ, and hopefully I'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother. No, thank you.
There's plenty of